different look here for Detroit. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Robinson comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Now, here's Stewart. Still yet to score. Cunningham for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
The shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Harden with it. Covered by Cunningham. Allen, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Harden. Big time jam from James Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Mobley. We saw with 19 points his last out. Harden, that's good. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Dick Cunningham's leading the way for his Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Clock at 4. Stewart kicks to Holland. Misses and a chance to tie it there. For the Pistons, their last game of loss to Cleveland.
Nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know one thing about Granville Road, it's tough to stick it out. So I'm going to grab him and hang him in there. No, he's going to all the way into the floor. He's going to be losing at the win right now.
A different look here for Detroit. Turin comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Now, here is Harden. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Harden with the stop.
You want a game from Harden, filling it out, came from everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Turin. And Turin slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the money. That's 2 there. Allen's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cannons.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting the pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
Thompson is screen on Hart. To the inside. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call, and this is it. For Detroit, Here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Harden outside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
Thompson for the triple. That shot off the mark. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the... Hey, Ellie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Pistons.
Where's the intensity?
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Hart.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for Detroit, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. For 3, Harris. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now, here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. Mobley is screen. In the corner, Harden. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Robinson on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Here's Duren. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Duren's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be unfortunate. Okay, I see the explosion. Harden never ceases to amaze me.
On the wing, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the ball.
Cunningham against Harden. Allen at the screen for Harden. Harden right inside.
As dangerous a penetrator there is, Harden's understanding for when to knife inside is ridiculous.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Here's Harris. That one falls. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Harden against Cunningham. Mitchell outside. It's stolen by Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
The drive by Mitchell. The layup missed. Pistons trail by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively. Really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Green by Allen. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. He gets the bucket.
Heading pass by the Beard, finding his teammate for the triple.
Cunningham passes to Robinson. Now, here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Up past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The Rico. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Allen, a screen on Cunningham. Harden kicks to Wade. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Wade's got 6 in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Cunningham against Harden. Pocket 6. Robinson for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Mitchell soars in for the stop.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Cunningham. Stolen by Harden. We've got a 9-second notice between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden sets the pick for Mitchell. Harden outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
He was solid in the first half, and he's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. And it's in there. Thompson's got 5 now.
And how's that? Poor move, the killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah. An easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just. As much as the accuracy, not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with it. And what do we think about the 3? The small 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
There's always been a natural power to Harden's game. Contact rarely affects a guard of his size.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 9 points. Good by Stewart.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Cunningham against Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Harden up top, 6 to shoot. Driving in front.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Screen by Allen. Cleveland needs to get a shot out here. No good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
No one near Herder as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game. Allen, a screen on Cunningham. Good drive by Mitchell. There's the throw on Kevin Herder. That is his first foul of the game. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Herder. Robinson is subbed in for Jenkins. Mobley, a screen. Here he goes.
He saved that for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Outside Harris. Robinson. Curran sets the screen for Cunningham. Leads it in off the window.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Mitchell against Robinson. Harden outside. Oh, Harden shoots the long three.
This is what you've come to expect from Harden. Doesn't back down from taking the important shots of the game.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. And here's Harden. Inside. Oh, that's
This is what great players do. Understanding how to deliver at big moments.
takes a step back. Cunningham. Robinson. Did the three.
That is not the shot they needed. They found the weekend line to get out of the way.
Robinson against Mitchell. Green by Allen. Cunningham against Harden. The 11-footer. Rebounded by Allen inside. Cleveland's gone 1-2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Mitchell against Robinson. Harden outside. Beyond the arc. The three-ball goes for James Harden.
Looks like just playing the last bit of this match in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game of this, their win total now up to 53. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash over.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Runs and fires. 12-footer. Gets it. And stolen by Harris.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Mitchell with it. Here's the drive. Oh, that was a two-hander. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Confident win on one where they clearly showed
James, next.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And two elite. Centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And the Cleveland starting five. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. James Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the three, the small forward. Bridges against Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Bridges. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Bridges outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a play. Really excellent focus that time.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Yeah, that's you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Harden with the slam.
Strong, aggressive take that time from Harden.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Towns outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Puts it up. Bridges misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Mitchell against Hart. Outside Harden. From deep. The Knicks with the rebound. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the end.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trade.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
They grab their own miss. Towns, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Throwing that weight around town with 2 bonus points there.
Allen with a screen on Brunson. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Pass to Hart. And stolen by Mobley. Bridges against Harden. Mitchell, a screen on Bridges. Outside Mitchell. Launches it. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
And Hart with a basket. On the assist from Brunson. Hart's got his second bucket.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Pure from 3-point range. Harden's got 11 points.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Here's Bridges. No good off the back of the rim. Cleveland leading by 5. Mitchell with the ball. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. They set the screen. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Brunson finds Hart. Brunson, a screen on Mobley. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Harden. And it's Brunson missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Harden with it. Hart covering. Harden can't hit.
And the shooter has very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Towns outside.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handle, he's got a lot to work with.
Here's Harden. It's Harden with the slam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Harden against Brunson. Pass to Wade. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Hart. Oh, clear foul there on the missed shot. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this was slow.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
To adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, PA, for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Such a wide-open look. Mitchell's got 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Towns passes to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Unloads from 13. And there's Towns on the assist from Bridges. And that's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Harden against Brunson. Mobley, screen on Brunson. Here's Harden. And the layup falls. 15 points in the game.
He's 7 out of 9 from the field to start off. That's a terrific start.
Brunson against Harden. Pass to Bridges. Goes up on the baseline. Again, no Knicks. Good for 2 more.
That was a very smooth shot by Bridges. Measured that mid-range J perfect.
Harden surveying the D. Merrill outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And some changes here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart, and it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. Bridges passes to Robinson. He gets it in there.
You rarely, actually never see Robinson take a jumper. Mitchell Mitchell wants to get that ball near the bucket.
Now here's Harden. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Detroit.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well. And they've got the D reeling a full three-point attack right off the tip. When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Alvarado into the lane. Now here's Bridges. Robinson gets the bucket.
Nice pass by Bridges. He's keeping his options open out there.
And here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Mobley on the screen. Harden with it. And it's Anunoby picks it up. And Harden with the slam.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Alvarado, the pass to Bridges. It's Robinson, high post. Mobley with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Robinson passes to Diawara. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Clarkson missing. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Robinson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Robinson's got 6.
They're hammering away inside. 6 consecutive points coming from the interior.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm giving them hype for the game, and it gets me going too. EA, back to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And that was good. Clarkson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Harden. 17 points in the game. Here's Strus outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Strus has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Alvarado, the pass to Diawara. Clarkson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And then Harden with the jam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Screen by Robinson. Clarkson for 3. Connect from downtown. He has 7. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Cavaliers. Scoring pass. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Robinson in at center. That's the group from New York starting the second.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds. And it's really hard to find
intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Look to work on the ball.
Knicks trail by passes to Alvarado. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Screen by Robinson to the paint. Big finish by Robinson.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
Here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his numbers. Averaging about 11 a game. From deep. Bruce. It's all in by Robinson.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. You can't get it done here.
Easy work inside for Towns.
Towns can carry your offense in a way most guys can't. We've seen this movie before.
Quarter two, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's the pick. Outside Spruce. Here's the three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks have gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. Big finish by Robinson.
Throwing it down. Oh, Robinson is fully committed on that.
Schroeder with it. Going inside. And he converts the layup. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
On the wing, Clarkson. Covered by Merrill. And that was good. Clarkson.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Strus. Jackson the three. The Knicks with the rebound. The Cavs beat them last time. Only met in Cleveland.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. A lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. When that happens, you can get blasted.
And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Cleveland also making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Tyson. James Harden in for Schroeder.
Wow, that was impressive. Anunoby basically forced it through that time. Playing through contact impressively.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away. But the inside area is their territory.
And in nothing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he was tearing the rim off.
Bridges passes to Towns. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Harden against Brunson. Now here's Harden. He's got 21. And Harden with the slam.
Anytime you can give Harden the ball in the two-man game, that is one of your best plays. Let him go to work and get the best shot available.
Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And here's Harden. 23 points in the game. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Harden with it. Robinson picking him up. Smale. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Harden. The Knicks with the rebound. Now Brunson. Coming off a 22-point game against Philadelphia.
With all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Town, really.
Bridges against Harden. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Merrill's got 8.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Brunson passes to Towns. Wide open. It's rebounded by Wade.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Harden against Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pick. Of all the accolades, James Harden. Now, what do you think he'll be most remembered for?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game. I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Brunson against Harden. Strus with a screen on Brunson. Outside Strus. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here's the fast break. Here's Brunson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Such a crafty player. Brunson really excels at getting the defense off balance.
First free throw is good. In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max one.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's a franchise player. A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up points.
Bridges outside. To the inside. The steal! Mitchell against Bridges. Here's Mitchell. Give him 8 points now. Inside. Here's Wade. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Brunson against Harden. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Really clever at getting his body into defenders.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Nance, he's checked in for Bryant. And we show you the best defenses in the NBA since the break. In third, the Knicks.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
Outside Hart. Robinson down low.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, D.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooter.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Shot no good. Nice D from Nance. Cleveland leading by 8. Harden with it. He has 29 now. Harden with the slam.
And you know when Harden gets cooking now, you got to keep giving him the ball. He's an excellent scorer, and he can really get buckets.
Brunson finds Bridges. Fires for 3. And there's Brunson. That was good. On the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got his 6th assist of the night. Harden against Brunson. And then Harden with the jam.
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
Bridges with the jam.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Harden against Brunson. And now here's Harden. Guarded closely. Harden with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Remember the guy showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense? They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Outside Mitchell. Brunson against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Outside Mitchell. Brunson against Harden. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Brunson. Defended by Harden. Down for Brunson.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
Here's Harden. He takes it in. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Harden's got 37.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they improve offensively. They were in a comfort zone all game long.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. Harden hits them both.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
And a deep 3 from Brunson. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break up 12. They put in work down low. Getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, James Harden is doing an excellent job of manipulating the defense and getting to his spots. He's an offensive.
All right, let's switch it over. That's it for us.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's five. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell out there with James Harden, and it's Wade in at the small forward position. Outside Hart. Stolen by Mobley. Brunson against Harden. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Knicks trail by 14, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Alan LaForce.
Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Guys, back over to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. On the wing, Mitchell lets the three fly, and it's New York with a rebound. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Anunoby. And Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Way outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Cleveland leading by 12. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. They set the pick. Pass to Wade. Takes the three. Hart pulls it in.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Ooh, stolen by Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Harden against Brunson. Pass to Wade. The three. Can't get it to drop.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hart passes to Brunson. Brunson lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 16 points.
On the drive, Brunson plays with quickness and purpose.
Now here's Harden. 43 points in the game. The three from Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. He's got 13.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, BA. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Good on the shot.
He certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Brunson against Harden. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Fast break, Cleveland. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Outside Harden, 6 to shoot. And the Cavaliers, another three. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You know, we got to talk about how they've continued to force
by 15. And here's Mitchell. He's got 13. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
That free throw is good from Mitchell. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Oh, stolen by Harden.
Pick coming. And got it. Another basket. I mean, he has been hot as a kettle and serving all comers.
And making a little history tonight. He's just tied for the 3rd most 50-point games in league history.
Tying up none other than Kobe Bryant with 25. And when you're being compared with him, you know you're doing something right. And Force ain't close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Mitchell against Bridges. Outside Harden. Harden drawing the double team. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brunson. Over Allen. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges against Harden. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Brunson. Wow, Brunson so quick down the lane.
We're seeing another decisive performance from Brunson. He's absolutely. Controlling the pace of this game.
Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland. The 2K leaderboard featuring the best shooting team since the break. Number 5, the Knicks.
This is a hot offense. Recently, they've had no issues getting the ball in the hoop.
Cleveland leading by 15. Now Harden. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Towns on a screen. Here's Hart. Mobley with the block.
Mobley said nope. Entry denied.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And the Knicks with the possession here. 17-point game. Bridges misses. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Towns. The 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. And he drives in. And Harden with the slam.
Phenomenal work from Harden there. The second he sees the lane open up, he attacks.
New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. New York, again, can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 19. Here's Mitchell. He's got 15. Fires the 3. Harden can't hit.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Out to Bridges. Now Brunson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half.
When the mechanics are as strong as Brunson's, there's nothing
Harden with it. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And they've just played out of control at times, and it's had a significant impact.
And it has hurt him, no doubt about it. 7 points yielded off turnovers this quarter alone.
Clarkson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Mitchell. Power it home!
Oh, wow! Yeah, Spider going right at him. Just zero fear.
Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Harden. Non-stop scoring machine right here. There's a screen. Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. New York with a rebound. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his team win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, BA, part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
Shamet, he's checked in for New York. Alvarado comes in for Brunson. Cleveland also making some changes. Tyson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Harden. The shot by Tyson, no good. Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Shamet. Down low. Robinson. Big finish by Robinson.
PA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Nails it from 3. Strus has got 12 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Anunoby for 3. Takes it from distance.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Right side Schroeder. Here's Allen. Nice move. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Good work there. Anunoby's got 6 in the quarter.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Sohan's checked in for Anunoby. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Tyson. And here's Merrill. Give him 8. Pass to Strus. Left side Schroeder. Now here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. And he ends the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Landry Shamet. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Outside Strus. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Alvarado, left side. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
Now here's Harden. Alvarado defending. And down it goes. 2 points. Harden's got 58.
He's been incredible tonight. Seemingly scoring at will. Really powering his team forward.
The shot by Towns. No good. The Cavaliers lead by 15. gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Harden into the lane.
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for third most 60-point games in league history. Towns down low. Basket score. Towns has got 22 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Outside Strus. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
And you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
Alvarado into the lane. Yep, count it. Alvarado's got his first points in this one.
Put that arms right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden, the pass to Wade. And the elevate on a slam. Mitchell Robinson on the wrong end of that one.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Towns outside. There's the triple. Towns making his mark from long range.
You see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Now Harden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jose Alvarado.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Shannon. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mobley's checked in. Towns on the screen. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
You got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range. I think it makes their whole team harder to defend.
Mobley is screen on Brunson. Harden drives in. Harden with the slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Mobley is screen on Brunson. Harden misses.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch four is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, the guy 6'8" was able to play inside and out. It wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are causing a lot of turnovers in this building, communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Bridges really has excellent quickness. He's able to attack before the defense was ready for him.
Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Back to Brunson. Ooh, good finish with the right off the slick feed. Brunson's got 26 points.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell just exploding to the rim.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Yeah, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Clock Pocket 6. Mitchell gets a step. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Inside. Here's Towns. Well timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got 11 points in the quarter. Mitchell against Brunson. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Outside Strus. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Bridges outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Mitchell with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Wade from behind the arc. Jalen Brunson grabs the net.
He made a 3 back in the first half. That's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke. Mikal Bridges clear to take it.
Cleveland leading by 11. Outside Mitchell. On the way, Wade. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Clarkson outside. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Takes a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I see confidence too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Brunson against Mitchell. Takes it inside. And Mitchell with the slam.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
Given a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball for him to this point.
And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. James Harden, he's checked in for Strus. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Now Allen. Again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Brunson. Oh, the feathery touch. Struck it right over the rim.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close. If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Oh, missed the train.
He continues to let it slide. But the Knicks have been few and far between.
Bridges against Harden. Leading into the contact. Brunson with the finish inside.
Tough as they come, sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
And here's Mitchell. There's the drive. Oh, wow! Big finish.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
And there's a nice rhythm to Brunson's game. I mean, you see it in the pull-up.
Towns knocks down the board. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Now Mitchell.
to finish off this season series with a win and evening it up at 2 games apiece.
A total of 4 games to be exact. They'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for James Harden.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight. Picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
Another one goes! Incredible! And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history.
Yeah, with his footwork and strength, Brunson is difficult to contain down low, even though he's not that tall.
And he drops the first. Both free throws, good from Brunson. Here's Schroeder. Mitchell. Robinson with the block. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this
coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Benny Bissett. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Randall finds Edwards. And here is Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Fox. Down to 5. Oh, he calls the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, team would look to put him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he is his presence at the rim. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the right plays. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need someone to create opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths. We need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Fox. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Outside Fox. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Fox goes in. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Fox, he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got his second bucket.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around it.
That one goes in. Now Fox. His last outing, he had 18 points. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. 6 in the shot clock. And it's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
Shots are just blowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
closing the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Timberwolves down 4 spots from them.
And I think for Minnesota, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anywhere. They want to finish strong.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here is Fox. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got a scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
McDaniels is screen on Fox. Pass to Randall. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Fox. Now, Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Gobert. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that jump shot. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by San Antonio. To the paint. Here's Gobert. By Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama inside. And it's off from three-point range. For Minnesota, they're going 12-8 from the field. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
Now, here's Fox to the middle. It's tipped. Wembanyama, no good.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
McDaniels with the ball. Covered by Vassell. Yes, that goes in. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, James McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Here's Fox. And it's Vassell in the corner. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Here's Vassell. A shot missing. Good work defensively by Fox. Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Outside, Fox. Castle sets the screen for Fox. For the 3. Castle misses.
You'll see him miss such an open look.
And there passes to Gobert. There's McDaniels. Takes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Jaden McDaniels.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Fox. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And the foul of Powerhouse
despite the contact.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Then for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell, and it's Harper in for Castle. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Minnesota making a switch. Ingles is checked in. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the top rebounding teams in the league this season. The Spurs second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
The Spurs with the lead. Fox with it. Outside Harper. Launches it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reed with a screen on Fox. Here's Conley. Clark, the pass to Highland. Ingles with the screen for Highland. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barnes, screen on Highland. For Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead. Outside Conley. And here's Reed. Defended by Wembanyama.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Inside, it's stolen by Ingles. Outside Conley. Pass to Ingles. Down low. Here's Reed. And 2 on the shot. Here are the Spurs with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Can you talk about Dylan Harper? Frank, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handle and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a